Such a shame our friendship had to with purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. It's time we all reach out to something new. That means you too. You say you want a leader, but you can't seem to make up your mind. I think you better close. Let me guide you to the purple rain. Purple rain. Purple rain. Purple rain. Purple rain. No, I'm clear about up here. Come on, raise your hand. Purple rain. Purple rain. Okay, thought maybe a little music, but it's bothering me. It's bothering me, must be bothering you guys too. Okay, I again have much to go over. Welcome to the channel, everybody. I will be looking for some insight on this tonight. So once I'm done with this presentation, I'm going to show you some really interesting things that I found on that lady's channel. Very odd. Very odd. The lady that had that information on the fake Rosemary Bly, but really very, very interesting stuff, like very strange. Like to me, like she's part of this. Does anyone else see that? Yeah, I'll show you. I have a video on how to do the pics. I'll show you. But that one channel that I got that Rosemary Bly stuff on, her channel is very strange today. I'm not gonna ever watch her channel again. I don't have any intention on speaking to her. I don't want to. I feel a lot of strange vibes, and I'm just going to keep in my own little cubby hole over here. It's the best thing that I could do is to just stay within here. I'll show you guys when I'm done with this presentation what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm going to close this out for a minute. Okay. So I thought I would spend a little bit time. I know that many of you haven't seen me compare case to case. Summer Wells Missing Children, I call it that because I believe she is leading the parade to justice for all these kids that have been touched by abuse, any kind of abuse, a death, unnecessary evil that they were born into. She's leading the parade. She's leading the parade. And little Harmony, I actually looked her up right when her name was discussed on the news. And that was the easiest one. And I kind of just put it to the side because I'm like, oh yeah, that's just another one. That's another one for the books. And I had this, she's in one of my files. And when I saw it today, they were digging in the backyard and I think they arrested this stepmother, but this information, by the way, that I'm showing you has already been sent. I spoke to the person in charge of this case. I explained to her what I do. I'm sure her head was spinning like everyone else's. This was sent to her. I told her to watch this explanation if she can, because it's really much better to listen to the information and have me explain it while I'm going through it, or else my words actually get quite jumbled. That's just part of who I am. They just get jumbled if I don't allow them to just come through. Then I sound like gibberish. Why I was for sure like the parents are involved is because Don has taught me what to do. Don has taught me what to look for. Don Wells shows the elements very easily. He shows where they're going to be put. Wait a minute. I'm going to have to just keep drinking my hot tea. And I do know that one of the things I look for in these cases, I pull any of the banners. You guys should do this too. If you think a case falls underneath this kind of a group, they use the faces, so they manipulate. I don't know who does all of their electronics, but obviously they're very good because they have little critters pulling eyeballs out. So they use these pictures, and I go and look for t-shirts like hers, the banners they use, poster boards. I go to the visuals and I pull whatever pictures they use at the visuals. First thing I do. And then I go to the pictures as when they were little babies, as a child, and I go to the parents to see if they have any symbols on them. So that's how I begin it. So if I don't see anything in the beginning, then it falls under something else and doesn't fall under this, because I believe these kids are more born into it. If they start as little, like it's when they're little, and then that's what I think. I mean, I might be wrong. This is obviously just through my own viewpoint, right? So I pulled this aside and I put Don's t-shirt, and I've showed you guys it. It shows lots of different versions of his t-shirt. This picture to the left, you are not. If you guys have been following me, you need look at that picture before I expose what's in there. Her photo has the whole entire story in it. And most people wouldn't notice it, because, wait, let me put my PDF in here, because they don't know what they're looking for. I know the elements I'm looking for, and they're all in here. It's pretty pixelated, right? It's looking really pixelated, but Summer, her shirt shows her daughter looking just like Summer. Now, I have a PDF. I'm going to also pull photos down. Really looks just like Summer does right now, and she has the same kind of. Let me see if I could get that particular picture and just put it in there. She has that same kind of white growing on her shoulders. Her hands are covered in it. Her mother's sweatshirt changes. Okay, and it turns to that. That was the first thing, and when I saw it, I'm like, she looks like what Summer looks like right now. Let me just take this as by itself. Let me show you. So they're getting pixelated. Look very closely here to what's happening on her sweatshirt. This little girl is getting covered in the same white piping as Summer. Her shoulders, her face, and she has above her, she has a skeleton hanging off of her fake little lace falling down her face. So this photo has a whole story in itself. Look at it. Look at this. I mean, I have a whole presentation on it, but I just want you guys to see something before I continue, because it's important that I have you guys all on board, because you will understand this whole presentation better if you understand what I'm showing you. Not everyone here has seen my work before. So this is what I'm taking off. It's going in a circle. This is what, one element at a time, I look at. You all could look at what this little child looks like on her sweatshirt. It's not what the other ones look like, okay? At all. It's not what the other ones look like. And it just continues to transform. She not only has the white, but she has the exact same little emblem like this hanging in her face with the skeleton in it. That's what Summer has. And what's on her head is coming out as well. It's a critter. It's a little critter. It's black. It's coming off of her head. So as soon as I saw this, I mean, in my head, if I was the authorities, I'd be like, okay, this is Dawn. Like, what the fuck is going on? And especially since it looks just like Dawn's. Then I went a step further and went into the background. This is what's in the background of her sweatshirt. Okay? I'm going to show it to you on the PDF, and I am going to copy and paste. These are the elements I have been showing you that are in the trees. They are at the tunnel. This is this. It comes right from her sweatshirt. I'm copying and pasting right from her sweatshirt. I'm doing nothing to this thing. She has the elements, exact elements. Okay? As if she's bragging and putting out a notice of what happened to her daughter. And the one that's really the worst and the most obvious are the ones that are super, super, super small. And the one above her head, this one, we all know that looks just like all the other ones that I have. So these people are like a block behind the parade, because we are now knowing and seeing the elements that are making sense. And they're continuously putting them out there. Even her chest starts to change. Here, I'm going to copy and paste her chest. This is the first thing I look for, because look, she's got those white things growing on her chest. And it's just changing. It changes, you guys, for those that are new, because this is their way of communicating to their team, to the group that is doing the sick stuff. And this little girl has been a part of this since she was born. And I'm going to show you, it goes all the way back to when she was a little newborn. Now, there's so many pictures of her that I see that just don't, same thing as with Summer, they just doesn't look like the same girl. You know, it just doesn't look like the same person. So, I don't know. So here are the elements that I showed the other day. These are the elements that I showed you that were above the tunnel, that sacred tunnel, right above it. These are the elements. I'm showing you side by side now, so you could see it on one sheet. Top row is Summer Wells, the bottom one is Harmony. They're exactly the same. They might be a little different shape, but they're exactly the same. You can't make this up. Now, I do believe I do believe that that tunnel has something to do with it. But the elements, I think, they're the real elements. They're there. And I do believe if I could get this FBI and these guys on board, you could find this shit with drones. You could find these large things with drones. But this shows you that Harmony's, they're not going to find her. She's long gone. She's long gone. There's number 5s on her. I'll show you, and I think it's through the hands of the Wells and the Blythes, because Don's number 5, and that's all I know. Okay, I'm going off of all that I know. And I'm going to show you how this started when she was little. So they could close this, to me, they could close this case by what I'm going to show you all. Page 6. Here are the parents. So then I go to the parents. The father's forehead, and let me tell you, I don't know how it is. I think it's just programmed. His tattoo on his neck, by the way, is very familiar to one of the little icons that show up. Not icons, like a little creature or whatever shows up on Candace's TikToks. But his head has the elements on it. It grows into a lot of shit. Now, the very first picture of when they were baby, this is what I look for. This is how well I know my elements. When I see the mother's face real close to the child's ear, they're not kissing their child. They're covering up that little red thing, that little thing that goes in their head or in their ear. That's what's on her that's what's on her lip. And I don't go any further because this takes a lot of time. And I know for a fact, I could already see the background. I could already see the background of behind the baby is the equipment. I'm going to show you, because that is really important to show you, because especially since New Hampshire is going to be watching this, I want to back this photo up. Let me find it here. I'll definitely find it because I have one file. Right behind that little child's head. Got it. Is the equipment. You're gonna flip out. Here we go. And I don't know if these children. I don't know if they're at home. Here. This is the same equipment. Follow the gold. Like, look where that gold head is, and then it's like almost like in a white tub thing. That's part of the equipment, you guys. I mean, I'm saying this because I know this. the other thing that is in here, the background always has stuff, always, but I didn't do a lot of work. And you could see the white jug. That white jug is there, and then like there's like this body, like it's like a skeleton hanging. Watch this. It's all the same. This is what's behind this baby. Do you see that? Here, let me give you a better crop one. Here. There you go. It's like a cropped skeleton in like a thing. See the head? This is behind the baby, you guys. And it's attached, look to the bottom, it's attached all to the same equipment. Then it's got that little teeny, like this little teeny white thing with those red things around it. I don't know what it is, but it's in all their photos. So this is behind the baby's head. Okay? Let me put this photo up here by itself. Copy. Wait. So I like going through this slowly. Okay. Here's the picture. This is that. That's pretty sick. And that's a real thing. I seriously believe it's a skeleton thing. It's like a head thing. That's behind the baby. And if you tell me for 1 second that's not guilt, it's like a skeleton. They do something with the blood. That's all I know. And it's a setup. And I don't even know. I think that, I don't know. I can't guess where, but this is inside a facility. But this woman who hasn't said fucking word what happened to her daughter. There. That's what's behind her head and her mouth. See that thing? I don't know what that does, but that's part of the equipment. Okay? And then whatever's coming out of her neck is part of it too. But it's shows, like, this is why I'm putting this out there, because it shows guilt. Like, you can't get away from, like, you know what, like, just by the sake of having that in your house and having photos to show this, like I've done with, Don, or I would think would be enough to put this in front of someone and say, why do you have a skeleton in your house? And this, what's on her neck is, we've seen these. This is right there on her neck. This is right there. It's like, I don't know. I can't even guess what it is, but it's like going in and going out. Like, I don't know if they're infusions. I don't know what the hell they are, but these aren't normal elements. They use blue to cover up these white whatevers they put on these children. Everything is in white. So this is what's behind that little guy, okay? And this is what's underneath the sweatshirt. And I know these elements because I've been watching Summer Wells. Now here comes Candace, and Mama. Candace has a sick thing with dolls. This is the other reason I believe that they are involved. This little girl's doll, I'm going to show you, is really fucked up. You could just see it right there with what's coming out of the neck. The doll, her hands and her fingers are connected to the doll. Look at her fingers and look how she's holding the doll. Look at the two elements I've circled in orange are they're always in the house. Like, so that one all the way in the back in orange is that same little piece of equipment. I don't know what else to call it. And then there's always one really quite close to the child. And they're now the same. Like, now it's, I could comfortably say that I look for them now. Like, if they're not there, then it has nothing to do with this Summer Wells. Then it has nothing to do with this kind of a disappearance. Basically, there's hundreds and thousands, millions of kids that disappear, but I'm speaking about this particular one that falls under this particular category. Especially, I'm talking about this little girl who's probably been abused since she was born. Candace having these dolls is to me, whenever I see a little kid holding a doll, I seriously think of this, and I think of Grandis being such a royal bitch. But she's got that hard hand on. She's got a hard hand to Candace. I could tell you that much. I could feel it and I could see it. She's looking like, don't fuck with me, man. And little Candace is playing baby. She's playing baby. She plays baby with her mom. And that's her role. That's that she plays baby. And that's what she does with Don. She cries and plays baby. And Don comes to her rescue like a father. So that's what she does. She that's what she does. She whines and cries, and that's all she knows from. But this little girl has everything here to prove. Now, this is a close up of what's going on with the doll and what's going on with her eyes. Let me get the regular photo as well, because her photos are old. I think that some of these are really old, some aren't. But she goes back a long ways. I'm gonna show you the one that a really small one when she was born. Copy. Okay. So here's a paste. So this is the photo we're looking at, right? And it's on the PDF. Sometimes when it's alive like this, see, it just changes. It changes. Like, there's something about it being like moving and live, than stuck in a PDF. Obviously, one day we're gonna know. This Barbie doll. This Barbie doll has the same components as the children do. This Barbie doll's neck has the same elements as they put on the children. Now, I don't know what that is. It's coming out of Barbie doll's neck. Like, we know that that's not on the dolls that we give our children. I'm thinking that the company would be really fucking pissed to know that these dolls are being used in sacrifices and the killing of children. They're literally attached to these dolls. The dolls are attached to them. The company would I know I've had very large companies in manufacturing, and I know for a fact if one of my items, let's say from the NCAA, were found to be used to, I don't know, kill someone, you bet my ass I'd be all over it. These dolls are a very big major part of what Candace is doing. You could see it right there, and what happens to the dolls here in the whole thing is almost as if they're going through it with the doll. And she's pretty much attached to it. Her fingers are intertwined with this doll. And you could see the V. Like, put this, I don't even mention the V anymore, because the V is everywhere. And that if the V is not in something, that's for sure. If it doesn't pop up somewhere, no way. It doesn't become part of my presentation. But this is another element that proves to me what has happened to this little girl. This is when she was really little. And this one is a very awful photo. It's very pixelated and very damaged, but not damaged enough for me to not see what's going on here. This picture, why this picture is very important for me to notice is the backyard and where this girl is matched up to. I showed you guys pictures of. I said that there were kids that were in the backyard jumping on the same thing. The trees were just like that. The fence, everything's the same. And then I said, is that Robin? Is that Robin up there that's pushing one of the kids on top? This photo is the same background. It has the exact same background, like the right, just like that, with the fence, the trees, the whole thing. Now, we really don't know her age. We really don't know. We really don't know because they're not being honest with when she was gone, and when she probably was gone from the age of 2. I mean, but I don't know. And I don't think these pictures come from them. These pictures already are photos that are in a very bad situation. They have the same elements in the back. This photo, I can match right up to the ones with the other kids jumping like that in the backyard, that same tree in those same elements. Exactly the same with the fence. These cases are extremely close to each other. You guys, here's a picture of her with the newborn. It happened right from the beginning. That is in the so you got to know what you're looking for. That's the equipment that's right behind her, right behind her eyeball. And the child has those bump things on her head, and the ear. They do something to the ear, and it looks like it was already like stitched up or something. But if I were the investigators, I would bring this woman in and say, what the fuck is that? And have her explain what that is. Period. And what are those things I keep saying son, on your daughter's head? Explain that to me, please. That's what I would say. And I know that if I spend some time on this picture, that black thing that's covering her would be white. There's something under there. I mean, I could already kind of see it, but I want to get this stuff out there quickly, because there's so many cases that you could already see it changing. There's so many cases, and kids are gone every day. Every day, something's happening, and I feel there's frustration. I think there's only frustration in the YouTube family because I really don't know. People really don't know about these cases. And I could tell you that the families aren't pushing to find their kids. Yeah, they may be putting on a billboard and stuff like that, but they're putting it on a billboard, putting it on t-shirts, and doing vigils because that's their way of communicating. So that doesn't count. Do you know what I'm saying? That doesn't count. That's just their way of being proud of what they're doing. So the ones that are frustrated are the people like us that really give a shit about these kids and don't understand where they're going. But when you have parents that really are covering themselves up, and I say this all the time, if they feel as if they're doing something for the grace of whoever they think they're doing it for, don't hide it. When you hide something, you have guilt. Period. You don't run from it. You don't run from it. I'm going to crop a little piece of her shirt off. I want to just see something. Because I want to show you guys, I know what's under there, but I want to show you guys, edit copy. Let me put it on here. what happens to blackness. I'm going to show you. I know, I haven't even done it yet, but I know because this photo, and plus I'm a clairvoyant intuitive, so that really helps. This hanging thing, let me show you also, edit copy. You should have heard me trying to explain myself to the investigator for this case. She's like, well, what do you do? I'm like, well, I try not to say exactly, I'm clairvoyant, blah, blah, but this is my new area. See that hanging thing? We see these everywhere. That's whatever that is what we see in the trees. That's what I just showed you in the tree. Watch this. Let me go back. I'm going to just show you something. There's shits and giggles. Let me get rid of this. I really don't care about her freaking shirt. Because it doesn't matter about her shirt. Okay, watch this. Let's get the ones with all of them on. Watch this. It's the same kind of a thing. Oh, this one's really little. But it's the same long, it's the same thing. It's that long thing. It travels. I don't know what it is, but they all match, and that's what my job is what I'm going to be certified in, is to find the elements, the elements that match and make sense. I use my clairvoyance, my whatever you want to call it, and create those elements. And this case took a long time, and then I have to make sure that they're factual, that they're actually there and people see it and they make sense and they repeat and repeat and repeat. And this is what these elements do. So you could see the B, that B for Bly is everywhere. In this one, I'm pulling this way because I know that this one is connected to the Summerwells. Here's that purple, and this is why I played that song. Purple, as soon as they see purple, purple is a color that they cover shit up. This is what's on her shirt. And the purple starts to fade and you see the white jugs come through. And you see the metal coming through on her shoulders. And let me tell you something. Look at her. Now, what I can't understand is no one noticed that her legs look like metal. Look at her legs down by the fire. Like they tried to cover it with the candle. But that's what Summer's legs looked like. They're covered in white, like white metal. And she's not really smiling. So just, and look at her fingers. I mean, and under that purple dress, there's no purple dress. It's those white jugs. Purple is a cover-up, you guys. And they've gotten away with it. And what's behind this little girl are those flat white things with the red tubing. It's right there. It's right behind her. Right behind her. Let me grab the photo really quickly and also put that up here because there's a few things I want to crop out. This case was super easy. Like, it's when I saw this case day one, I'm like, oh yeah, this one's another one. But I thought it was solved. I didn't know that nothing would, like, I just figured it was solved. And then when I heard that they have the parents, but really no, oh wait, this is one on the tree. Let's see if this is even clearer. Okay, this one is good. This one, it's the same picture. So they use this picture a lot. And that's how I know that the picture is very important to them. Let me show you what's in this picture. It's the same thing. They've got these things hanging on the floor. So this is why I think that the location and these kids are all in the same space. because this shit can't just be hanging around people's lawns. I mean, there's no way, right? I mean, I can't imagine they're just on the lawn. But they definitely advertise it. I mean, they're advertising with their photos. They're advertising with their photos. So I put this up because you could see her legs here. Now, understand, look at her legs, and no one has mentioned anything. There's her legs. And let me tell you something. This picture really, really caught my eye because all of their photos are telling a story. This photo is attached to a tree trunk, and that tree trunk has the shape of a head. And that, to me, that tree trunk looks like it was cut open and put together. And I know it sounds very crazy, but when I saw Candace next to her tree trunk that was hollowed out, and she takes pictures of it often, I'm like, would it be that easy? Like, do you think she puts shit in the trees and just covers them up? The people who did this are so dumb that they put like all the elements. They didn't even cover her legs up. Look at her legs. Let me get a little closer to this picture and show you. Nothing is too far-fetched in this, you guys. There's nothing out of reach that they could be doing. But this tree trunk really stood out. Like, if I were the authorities, I'm going to tell her to look at this tree trunk. Because what's really crazy about this photo is it has one of those little critter things looking over the top. See how right over the top it's like a light? This little dude, that's a little person. Okay? So because this is in there, I would look at the tree. I'm going to let her know that. Hopefully she'll be watching this. It's really important, especially if I see if I see a symbol on there. Like, if there's a symbol on there that it's actually really, real, like not a deep fake symbol, like something that's carved in there. But this little guy is right up there. And that's why, and I saw that, like, I'm like, okay, well, there's a tree trunk. So that's a possibility. Like I said, it just takes one of these cases to close to have all the rest come tumbling down, because it repeats the same process. The same process is going on for all of these kids. I mean, we see Summer in here's a close-up of what's going on with her legs. Those aren't socks, you guys. Those aren't socks. That's that metal stuff. And those are the kind of things that's exactly what Summer, and I have a picture of her at the end. But that's the same metal, same metal. It's the same thing. You don't have that on a child's legs. It's just not, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. That has, like, that white, it's like white piping, tubing. It's like right on the tip of my tongue. And her whole entire dress, this may be blue, but her dress has the see the holes in there? Those are all those white jugs. Those are white. They have them covered up with blue. Let me just crop it with the feet, and then you'll get one whole photo. But this is paste. This here is a repeat of Summerwell's. Same thing. And there cannot be more than, there's no way more than one location that does this shit because it is underground, it's major, and it's big. Big. And this is my, let me stare at this tree trunk for a minute, you guys. Let me look at this. It's really, it's really grabbing me. Let me see what's behind this head. Let me get a little higher up. Crop this. I mean, nothing's off the table with this group. Okay, so see how that's it's metal, and that's one of those tubes. Um, all right, let's look at this little closer to the tree trunk. Let me just see, look at something. I want to see if I get any kind of, yeah, I do get a feel, you guys. I do feel it. There's the face. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Um, oh, and what's that little light on the bottom? Oh oh, you guys, my heart just got really heavy. I think this is one of the hearts. Oh my God. They have to go that tree trunk. There's the heart, you guys. There's the golden heart. That's the same golden heart that Summer has in her photo. And I didn't copy or crop this. I like just pulled it off. I'm like sweating. Um, Copy. Let me see if that heart's above it too. Yeah, that's a golden heart. Motherfucker. All right. So there's a heart on the top and there's a heart on the bottom. You guys, she might be in that tree trunk. Like parts of her, whatever they fucking do to them. I'm serious. Because everything they do and everything they post, there's a reason for it. They're selfish, they're sick. But this here is a heart, and there's a little heart on the bottom of the tree, right by the face. Now, we don't know what's below that tree, right? Let me see if there's a number on there or a symbol or something. I'm going to... See what you find when you stay out of drama with everyone's YouTube drama? Oh my God, you guys, look. That's a critter. That's like a critter on the face. So, and there's an A. You see, I'm gonna, you guys look at, there's an A. I'm gonna, oh my God, I wish I could peel away that poster. There's an A on there. Let me see if there's other symbols on this tree. There are. Oh my God, I think I have to go to New Hampshire. Find the tree. Oh my God, you guys, the elements are all here. There's the long, it's like a long, see how it's like elongated and it's like that, what I just showed you, that long thing, it's the long white thing with the red, it's on the tree. It's all there. And now a heart's showing up on the tree. Oh my God, this tree has to be looked at. So, lady, if you're listening, I really hope she tuned in. If not, I will tell her to, because these are the elements. The heart shows up, that little thing on the tree. I'm gonna, oh yeah, everything is here. Wait, page 11. All right, let me just move this thing for a minute. We're gonna look at this, and then I'll open that back up, because this is very important. Because I always felt as if Summer was in that tree that Candace cut out. She cut a hole in it, you guys. There's a hole in that tree this summer. And TBI doesn't fucking hear anything I'm saying. No one's gone over to the tree. Trust me. All right, I'm going to copy and paste a bunch of little elements from this tree, and then I'll go back to my PDF. Oh, shit. It went away. Paste. Okay. Unreal. And there's stuff in the darkness. Like I always say, there's stuff in the darkness, like in those dark areas. Like I showed you how those critters jump around yesterday in the dark. It's all in there. It just takes time. Like that darkness, there's something back there in that dark hole. You see how it's coming out? I always look in those dark holes. Let me look at one more piece, and then I'll go back to the PDF. Yeah, this tree has a lot to say. I do see the number 5. There's a number. Oh yeah, it's coming up in white. Wow. What are these? Let me just see what these pointy things are, and then I'll go back. This area right here. Edit, paste. This. Doesn't that look like different sections, like different boxes, like different sections? This, the face. Like these, this one is the most major one to me. This one, that one, these two. That one right there. All right, now let me go back to the PDF. We're on page 11. See how interesting it is? When you know what you're looking for, it works. When you know what you're looking for, it really, really helps, instead of just flying through and then just talking about the case. I mean, look at those elements. That's like what we see on the tree. One of those. Oh, the dolls. Look at that. It's crazy. Wait, let's go back to that. Look at Barbie now. Look at Barbie. See how it just kind of gets a little bit more defined? That's what's on Barbie. The same elements are on Barbie that's on the children. The towel, they'd flip out. And the up in the corner there is what's on her ear. It's really nuts. This goes back really far for them. Okay, I went through this, and this is when she was a newborn. Okay, now here is the tree we were just talking about, and her shoes. Um, the white on the ground is just huge. It's so funny, the things that I circle and look at get so pixelated on my side. It's hard to see them sometimes because after I put them down, it changes. Look at her shoes, her feet. Okay, here's just another one of showing the teeth because there's the number 5 in her teeth. That is the mother's teeth. So even though that picture, I know when a picture looks super clear like that, there's something going on, especially if they're guilty. That number 5 is in her mouth. Crazy. And then there's an A. Yep. Um, and they really mess with this little girl's eyes. I don't know if her eyes are really crossed. I don't think so because some of them they are and some of them they aren't. They have the critters in her eyes, and they have numbers in them, and they do a lot of stuff with the eyeball, and they use it a lot. It's not unusual. And you could tell that she's wearing in her ear whatever products whatever elements or whatever equipment they use. And even though she's sitting there smiling like a fake ass, it's in her, it's drooping down her side of her head, and it has a B on it. And that's not a headset. It's not a headset. It's part of the equipment. It's part of the equipment. Okay, so this is interesting. The background of this photo that I just showed you, right between their heads, it's that same background with the house like that as I showed you in Summer's last photo. It's like the same background. It's the same house. It's the same house looking thing. This is just another picture of this darling little girl's mouth. Look at the teeth here. It's just another photo that backs up my theory. And they love to use headbands. Anytime I see headbands, there's always that white metal thing in their head. Always. Always. Because they're not putting headbands on these children. They're not doing that to them. They're not putting headbands and having them go out and have a fun day. It's just not what they're doing. And there's a number 5 in it, and there's the V. Headbands are really, really cover a lot of information for them. Um, um, and then there's the tubes. There's always tubes coming out of somewhere. Very thin little tubes. And their head always has like something in there. Like it's just, they always have these metal things. It just makes me very sad, but it's when I see it, I know that this is part of it. The picture all the way to the right shows you really what's under that headband, and it's metal. That's the metal piece, and not sorry headband out of her head. Or is that from her ear? This one, yeah, this is from her ear. This one's coming out of her ear on the bottom left hand photo, and it's just guilt. It just all falls together. And here's just more pictures of her teeth and her ear. They mess with them, and they use it as symbols. And her eyes have so much going on in them, but I think that I've already presented enough with the eyes in these photos, to show. This This has the plastic, it's like a plastic tubing. And I see this often. I see this often. And this is an older photo. This is an older photo, and it has the bee. A bee is very symbolic for, I believe, for Bly. That's what I believe. I mean, no one's told me so, but this is an older photo, obviously. This just shows me that it's been going on for this little girl for a very long time. These photos are really messed up because they just didn't hold between the truth and the deep fake, and didn't hold very well. And you could see that. And she's got like a critter on her head. I mean, it's, to me, this was a very simple one. Now, very interestingly enough, this photo is like the photos in the Lollipop Cooperative Center. Now, these kids aren't smiling. They're in a bad situation. This is like a center. And I don't know who that little boy is, but that little boy has the plastic around his neck, and he's got the symbols, and he's little, and that little boy, someone's little boy, but I no one's going to claim this little boy, because I think that these parents know. I mean, they're the ones, I believe, who put them there. So, it's got the V in the air, and this is her when she was little. Like, she was already in this situation at this time. She's in this situation. So she's been in this situation since she was born, looks like. In this picture, wow, this picture's really changed. In her eye, there's the heart, and then here's Summer's golden heart. It's in that picture, but you can't see it right now. These two are, and then, oh, that's what I wanted to show you. This to me was the icing on the cake. She has the number 5 in her hand. Just to let you know, that's the number 5. And these two girls are, I believe, just went through the same situation. And I believe it was through the hands of the Blyes. That's just how I feel. You just don't have number 5s all over. And, oh, there's like a bee coming out of her eye now. See the bee? I mean, you just don't have the same symbols. I mean, like in the beginning, it's like, oh, she sees a bee. Who cares? She sees a bee. Blah, 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 blah. But when they keep going over and over and showing the same thing over and over, there's reasons for it. I mean, there's reasons for it. Where are my videos? I have, so this was very important to show the common elements that are really quite in most of these. There are most of these cases, and I mean, they're popping up, and they're hard to get. Here's that lady. They're hard to get solved because the parents are behind them. So I went to this lady's site. This was what she posted today. She's the one who said she thinks that Rosemary Bly's in Canada. Well, whoever's doing her stuff, this is what, I'm just going to play it. This is what she put out there today. Notice how it's not what it appears to be, because when you play it slow, wait, did you see what showed up? Wait, let me stop it. Let me play it over. Look what shows up in these in her videos. Skeletons. She's not, this isn't even her. This is, to me, a location, like, this is where shit happens. I sent it already to Polk County because she claims she's in Canada, but yet she has big garbage barrels from Polk County. So when you stop the video and you just stop it and play it slowly, Um, it's very strange. It's the dogs are the same dogs that were at the Wells house, but and they do the same thing as what we saw at the Wells house. They fight. They like they're not dogs. But just watch her in there. Like it's just very interesting to watch. Like things appear in the hammock with her. Um, it just does this. It does. You know what it is that really bothered me is it has the same characteristics as the deep fakes that the Wells have. It is all the same deep fake stuff in there. Like you don't like it's craziness. It's like chaos. It's I don't know what this is, but it's not her just videotaping herself. Like she's got something in there with her. Like see that? There's like something in there with her. She's not by herself, and this is like to me like a sacrifice. Like she's a cover up. Like and has they have all the elements in her videos. Remember I said yesterday it didn't make me feel good. Like I was getting really nauseated watching it. Well, these are her videos. Look. I mean, I don't know why no one has noticed this before. I'm not doing anything other than stopping. Like she's got it's not good. Look. Um I don't want anything to do with her. But trust me, I sent it all in. I send everything in. Look at this. It's not even her. It's really not. And then it changes complete. And then it changes. Complete situation changes. Boom. Goes to fire like that. Like that lady that you see like that is not doing this. She's not making these videos. There's no way. These are all the same elements that I see far away. They're right in front of us. And this is what I sent to TBI. I'm like, I think you need to get a drone over here because I think that this is a location. This is a location to me of where they do sacrifice. Because she says she's in Canada, but I and then she shows that shit. Like I don't even know what that why. See, there's someone in there. I just play it fast and let it stop and just see, what stops. And then she said something about she got bit by the dog and she needs to do something because she thinks that the dog should be look at that, get gone. So just because she used the word get gone in parentheses reminds me that this is a kill zone. Look at that. That's a person walking. It's not her. I think that this is, I personally think it's not in Canada. I think that this is right above the tunnel. I think this is just a closer picture. There, look at, see? My phone does that because, there, let me stop this for a second. Then it changes to this. I think this is really important. And then there's like a number on there. I got the number, like the serial number of that one, and I sent it to them so they could see the serial number of it. And then there's those buckets. See how when you know the elements, like there's the paint bucket, and it has one of those stickers on it, like a code. It has everything here. I can't even believe that this has not been found before. Look at that. And that she's not making these, you guys. There's no way. Then it just changes. There's another basket. There it is. And the and look at, and then it goes to, then we have that, and then it ends with an A. See, it ends in the fire with an A. Now I did have a couple. I did a couple of these. Oh, I just let this one run through, I think, because I wanted to put it to the side. Look, the fire. Look, okay, so read this. Now, why would that be there? Houdini needs to get gone. Like, why would someone use these words unless they're being silly? Like what's his face does, like things that are supposed to be funny. But this is very serious. Those are very serious words to me for someone to use. It's just, to me, that's very telling. It's very telling. Let me just fast forward in this. It's very weird. It's very, very weird. Like, the whole situation in this thing. See? I just don't, I don't, I think that I think that this is part of what's happening. I do. I think that this location, something's going on here. This is weird. They do shit. I don't know. I just came across this. I mean, this is her video, and it's got all the same messed up editing. You know, all I'm doing is going back and forth, and that, look what it does. Look at like, that's not right. Like, there, I'm playing it out, and she's got stuff around her neck and not even doing anything to it. Look, that's how it's playing. Something's wrong with this. And let me stop. Someone's in the swing with her. Someone's in there with her. And look around. Look around. Look around the situation. Look what's around her. And it's got those buckets. Like, she empties these buckets from garbage, big garbage cans. They say Polk County on it. Like, who brings those? Like, so this can't be where she says it is. There's no way. This is, and she's putting stuff out there consistently about the wells, but look at what's on a video. Look what's on these videos. She's not by herself. And look at the background. Don't look at her. Look up. See how the background number 5 shows up everywhere? I think this is just a live sacrifice. Those aren't her dogs pounding up to her. Something's really, really wrong. This is a video this is a video that got messed up. Like, it got, look how it's playing. See her legs? It's not a hammock. Look in the background. She's not a good person. And I don't know if she's not. This is, I've sent this all into TBI. This is the closest that I have gotten to the sacrifices, is what I'm saying. Because all of these elements and these fires and what's going on. That's, to me, this is the top of the mountain. Like, this is what I'm seeing. This is what we're seeing in far pictures from Google Map. And this is actual video. Like, when I roll the video, you guys, I'm not stopping anything. This is, if you look closely, it's like going, it's going up. See, it's like a moving thing. She's, look what's going on with the tent. I mean, this isn't good. This information, I sent it to them, like, you need to figure out where this is and get drones over there. And you need to bust this shit open, because here it shows wherever, it's up to them to find it, but this just shows, and just let it play. Look what this looks like. Like, I think she's getting, oh my God, like, seriously. Those aren't her legs getting out of there. They're covering something up here, and it's really bad. Those remind me of it's bizarre. And it's so, like, now I try to look into the black, into the darkness. My phone just, there's certain ways of doing it, and then it goes to the A. Look at that on the ground. Like what the heck? There's the garbage can. It's very bothersome. It's not. I don't know. When I have one, two, I know I have three of them. Where's my third one? And the other thing is that she always says, you do know that Summer has hazel eyes. And then she has this on there. Like, why did she change Summer's eyeball to a different color? And it's in the kitchen. Like, this is not, this picture isn't a picture that we all have, is what I'm saying. And it's in a location, it's like, it's in the kitchen. Like, why would she have this photo? Like, that doesn't even look like a Summer that we know. It just doesn't. It's very disturbing to me. And it makes me very uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. So I'm going to just stop this. There's certain things I want to, it's like when you stop it, look what it looks like. When you play it, see, when you play it like I told you guys to play things, just, you don't even have to do it for that long, but you just play it. It's like, look at her arm. It's like an army thing coming out of it. It's very, very, very disturbing. But it has so much information. Just like I told you that she showed us Rosemary Bly. I'm like, I've never seen a photo of anyone loaded in so much information. Rosemary Bly has just, like, this is an accumulation of the whole, look at, this is an accumulation of the whole entire case. Like, it looks like a horror, it looks like a horror, looks like a horror movie, but yet I've seen this all before. I can't even imagine what it is, or what this is like, and why is it that she has this? She has the most information out of anything that I have seen, and it's right in front of us. Like, it's not like it's being hidden. She's asking for, like, it to be found. Look at that. Like, those, for all we know, those are the Wells's dogs. Like, what's in there with her, you know? It's it's the craziest channel. Look at how she has, look at that. This is what I have been looking for. Like, this contraction. This is the contraction. Why is it in her video? Do you understand that what we're looking at are all the elements that are superimposed, deep faked over all of these cases? This is the craziness that we see throughout all the videos. If you look at it piecemeal by piecemeal, you'll see all the way in the back are the moving cars. Like, there's the bodies laying on white thing wrapped in red. I mean, this is the contraction that that I see everywhere, and it's right in front of me on this lady's video, and this is what I want to show you guys. I don't understand if this is real. If it is, it looks like it's outside, but it's something I can't even acknowledge would be real because it looks, but this is what I have photos of, you guys. This, every inch of this. It's crazy. Let me keep going. I don't understand. Where would this be? It's, my God. I mean, this person's getting murdered. This person's getting sacrificed. That's what they do. They put these sacrifices, but then see when you see layers like that, that's fake. Like, that's where the deep fake comes in. Because when it's layered like that, it's just fake. They add shit to it. But there's the stuff up in the trees. It's right there. Look at that. I can't believe no one's caught this in her videos. I don't get it. You know what? Because maybe the people who follow her are only the people that do this shit. I mean, that's a sacrifice. That's not her. This isn't her camping at Cabbage, whatever. It's not. I mean, and then it goes to this. Wow, this is new. Okay, so this is something for me to take a picture of, because here it just did this. I have never seen this. I've never seen this frame before. See how this frame looks like it's a like a ride, like a contraction, like a ride. It, um, like tracks. I think she exposes a lot. Um, she exposes a lot. But that white thing, just like that, is still. I still go back to the. That's still to me the top of the tunnel. It's still to me that area. See, the only reason I went to her is because she had that Rosemary Bly thing. See that? Oh, it's weird. Um, I'm just going slowly, you guys. That to me still okay. So see, it didn't show this stuff when I was just playing it. By the way, I'm seeing this for the first time. This stuff because I'm going slow. Obviously, that's fake because you could look at see right there. You could see how it's changed. Look, just see that the bright, like I was taught you guys, this bright right there is usually where the most of the information comes from. Is it comes from the smoke, and it comes out of the smoke. So usually whatever forms behind the smoke is what they're trying to cover up. And as you could see, what they're trying to cover up is that house, that little house thing that we see on the top of the top of the tunnel. Right there is what they're covering up. Comes out of the smoke. There you go. And there's my element. There's my element. There's that tall thing with like the white or the clear, and it's just it'll change into something completely different. Very interesting. Her shit's very easy to manipulate and break through because it's such a fake hammock. Look at it now. I just want to know if this is over a body of water. You know, it's the location that's the key. I still think this is. I'm sticking to my Appalachian Fair. I'm still sticking to land that's over in that area. It makes sense to me. There's just way too many photos that back it up. Let's see. Yeah, her videos are definitely different. See, like I could tell when when the land it's a real picture of the land or when they're covering it up. I've just done this so long. Um, See, look at that. That's what it's covering up, is what you see right there. Like right there is what it's covering up. Because when you play it, when I play it, it's going to show the lady, not that. See? Oh, wait a minute though. Look at that, you guys. That's a real photo. Oh my God. This person has a thing around their neck. I'm taking a picture. Y'all need to take a picture. Seriously. This is... You don't think that would be Rosemary Bly, do you? She really brags about knowing where she is. She does. She brags about it. This person's in chains. That's not fake. This isn't a fake cover-up. This is not deep fake. Nothing about it. It's a deep fake. Nothing. This, you guys, take pictures of this and it needs to be sent to authorities. This person is bound by on the neck. My God. What is happening to our world? Everyone send that to the TBI. So they could ignore us. Holy shit. And then the person, see, it's so edited. Look. So edited. Oh my God. Wow. I'm seeing this. What? I don't even know why that's there. I don't really care to know why, but I would love to know what's in here. Ay, ay, ay. My goodness gracious, what is she got on her channel? It gets deeper. It's like right in there. So this photo. This is something that was taken at nighttime. This one. This lady has a lot of shit on her video. And you don't have to do diddly to it. You just fucking play it. What do you think this is? This only happens when I do live with you guys. Literally. Like, this is stuff I don't know what's going to appear, and it's quite exciting to do it live because these are close-ups. This is like a close-up of particular. In these videos, they look like craziness and whatever, but there's always a sliver of truth. Somewhere in the craziness, they're covering a sliver of truth. And if you stick to the elements that you know, those are the slivers of truth that are being covered up. So it's not so far-fetched what's in here, even though it looks like craziness. Oh my God. You guys, look at this. There are all of my elements are in here, so I don't even know how I would call this not true. Oh, so this didn't show up before either. Look at this close-up. I'm like scared to see what's in here. I have to be honest. Like, I'm like not comfortable with this. I'm not comfortable. Like, she really makes me uncomfortable because watching the Rosemary Blythe thing yesterday, like, I was sweating. I'm like, I want to throw up. Like, I couldn't. I wonder why it's got that film on it like that. Unbelievable. I wonder if those are the Wells dogs. Like, I wonder if this is actually like right close to the Wells house. The dogs could lead you to places. I mean, the dogs know a shitload. They know. They know what they are smelling for. Hmm. Okay, so right there is a guy. That's not even her anymore. That's not even her anymore. How about that? This is she's being used to cover this shit up. How about that? She is going to be a key player in this. There's no way around this. You guys, there's no way that she doesn't know that this is in her videos. Come on. What are they doing in these videos? So that's a guy to me. It's a guy. And then all of a sudden he's, I don't know, there's a lot going on in here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The heck? Um, I'm trying to see if we get another clear frame like that. So this person has that stuff on them. Like I know these pieces. Then it's nighttime. And I could see those white things. Ooh, see? I stop it right there. There's those white things I see on top of the tunnel. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now how we know our elements is that's the white pole that we see on the tunnel, and that's the white pole that I showed you from someone we know's video. And this looks like it's up on a hill now. Ignore my phone. I can't see. You can't get the phone out of there because in order for the white to light up, you guys, I have to move my phone a certain way. It's really weird, but in order for the stuff to show up, you have to really be in complete darkness. And like if you take your phone right now and hold it up to and watch this through your phone, your lens. This is why they have a lot of phones, because it's got something to do with the phones. If you watch this and look at this through your phone, like you're just watching it through your phone, it looks totally different. Like the white stuff will show up. So if you lift your phone up right now, like lift your phone up and just look at this screen and then kind of don't zoom in. Take your phone and move it closer to the white stuff that's up in the left-hand corner. It will get brighter. It changes. It reacts that way. You could see more. I don't know. Okay, so huh. Oh, ooh, there's the A. There's the A on the mountain. Right there. And those are shadows of things go moving around. Ooh, that was weird. Look, it brought us right back to this. I've never seen something so filled with such confusion. Like, I've been doing this, but nothing like this. This is like where all of the confusion comes in. This scene is where they layer shit, because this is where all that shit comes in. Oh, there's Polk County. I sent it in to them already. Here's I'm almost done with this one. I think I know what that is, but I'm not gonna keep repeating these 6 shit things that I think they are. Yeah, so if you guys want to have fun with videos, just go videotape her video, download on your computer, and just play it slowly, and you will be told a major story, just like I am here with you guys. I mean, it's all I'm doing is doing that, and I think that if there's a lot of us doing that, I think that we could work together to get to the bottom of the details, because obviously there's something going on with this lady's videos. Sorry to say, and then it ends in A in the fire. I mean, that's. But the flashes in there, like that is always like this. That's what I want to get to. See that flash? It was right at the end. See, to me, that's going to be the tree, because they usually put shit at the end, and it's in one, like a half of a frame, half of a flash, and they're very hard to land on. But her stuff is really loose. Like it's loose. It's not tight. Like the editing isn't done very tightly. And this is going to be one of those trees that we see with the white and the red. This is going to be a close-up. I could already tell. I'm going to try to get it a little clearer. Oh my God, I can't believe what time it is already. Look at this. We've been looking at trees like this, not this close, for 7 months. Looks like a dog's face. But these are, Summer's face is a dog's face. That's the last photo. It's like a dog face. It's like a puppy dog face. This is very crazy. So this was hidden right in between the fire. I'm going to try, I don't know if I'm going to lose this, but I'm going to try to get it a little clearer. All right, maybe I shouldn't touch it. And I guess this is how people write like horror stories. Like, seriously. Huh, what's that the bright light showing up? I'm not moving. I'm watching this. I'm watching this with you guys. Wow. So if I wasn't live right now, what I would be doing, like when I sit and open these stuff up and look to see if I could find things, like if I wasn't live, I'd be like, oh my God, I have to videotape this while it's doing something, because I need to show this to the people live. Because once it does this once, it doesn't do it again. And to me, once these cases are blown open, to me, these are moments of real cool moments to capture. because there will be stories written about this shit. There will be, for sure. There will be, and this is just too too cool. I mean, we don't know what it is, but look at how it just changes right in front of you. All right, I'm going to see what happens if I move my cursor. Up, see, goes the fire. As soon as I move the cursor. Let's see. All right, well, let's see. See those flashes in there? That's like, those are what turns to information. Boom. And the more I move it and then go back, it changes even more. Oh, you guys, it's going to be the A on top of the tree. Oh, see, this is exciting. I have seen that A. We see that A superimposed everywhere. There it is. There it is. This is a close up of what this is a close up. This is a close up of to me a photo that I only find in the very back corners of photos. Like this right here is an element that it takes me a very, very, very long time to find in photos. These are them. These are those little things that I've been telling you about that the kids have in their ears and that I just showed you. They just showed you. It's a tree. I'm going to move it again because the more I do it, the more that shows. I always know I'm getting close when someone puts their thumbs down. I get so excited. I love it. I fucking love it. Because then those are the people who are like, oh shit, she's close. So this is the A that we see here in the fire, and then it just winds up in the tree. Boom. How cool is that? So it's in the fire, and then it shows up in the tree. $100 it's going to be. We're going to see a poll like I showed you earlier. And I said someone that I was standing there with his thumbs up saying, yay, whoop-de-doo, here it is. And we'll probably see something moving across, like across a tightrope. If this is the tree, then those are elements that have to be here. It has to be something that elevates in order for this to work correctly. That's what I think, but oh my god, this is very exciting, you guys. This to me is very exciting, by the way, because these I just showed you how hard it was to get these elements in photos. I mean, I literally just showed you these elements in harmonies. Literally, this is all the same. This is how they're going to solve these cases. All of them. They only have to start with one to solve them all. Period. That's it. Then they'll all come together. It sort of does look like a truck is up in the air on a track. It looks like it's in the back. I just opened chat. Do you see someone on the left side of pic like halfway up? I see I see all the elements that need to be here. If you guys look all the way in the further back, it's like a track that goes up and over, up and over. I'm going to move it again. You know what? I feel comfortable moving it because these it's really made shitty to get in there. See? You guys have seen me do this before, and it's usually super hard to get into that light. Um, and the more I work it and do this, maybe that's going to be roller coaster. The more I work it, the looser the photos get, and the more the truth comes through. So the more I do that, and then go back to the light. Ooh. Now this makes sense. See, this didn't look like this before. Interesting tree. I'm taking a photo. This makes sense to me because it looks like what summer's in, with those heads and the white and the. Let me keep moving it. Yeah, look at this, you guys. Look all the way down in the left-hand corner. Look down in the left-hand corner. The left-hand corner. Ooh. We're getting close because this is when. Okay, so let me just teach you guys. When you see something like this and they're overlapping, what I want is the picture that's behind this. So that A needs to like line up with the A. For me, like like it's in there. I'm going to leave it there for a minute. Somewhere they all have to meet. So there's like the three pictures here that come together somehow. I don't know, but and then the truth shows itself really close up. And I never know what that is because it I don't know, it's the way that they make these things. They like put deep fake shit in it, all these layers, and then the truth, the top layer is the one that we want, I think. And it's usually right at the end of these videos where this is like almost the end of the video. It's like 4 seconds. Wait a minute, you guys. This has palm trees. Look at the aren't those palm trees? Or no? Look at the type of leaves. Wow. I want what's right in here. This is what I want. This. The A in the middle. Bam. This is what we want. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. This is the picture that we want. This is the cover of World News picture. My face is getting hot. I feel like I'm burning up with it. Like it's burning. This is burning me. Like I feel it. Literally feel it. Oh my God, I'm literally feel like I'm burning up. This is usually when I can't watch this stuff because it's, the fuck. This is getting close. See what I mean? It's getting closer. Oh my goodness gracious. Isn't that crazy? Like how this freaking works? Anyone else getting burning up, like feeling the fire? I can't. Oh my God, you guys, I'm sweating my fucking ass off. Now this should, like, we want all of the red to go away. Literally want all that bright red to go away. So this is a great example of what I tell you. They cover all the white with red, and you want the dark, the it goes dark and then it goes light, and it goes dark and it goes light. So it's those layers that are coming off. The red is removing itself because we want to see the white, because I think that this is like where summer went. I feel like this is what happens. This is, to me, what this whole situation is about. Yeah, I see a lot in here that I have been looking at, you guys. I'm really hot. I need something to fan myself. Oh my God. Wait. Okay. Blew my candle out. It's very intense. All right, I'm going to move it one more time. I'm going to keep moving it to see how bright we can get it. See, we don't want that tree. I want... See how they mold together like that? Oop, right in there. Okay. See how they kind of went together? So that palm tree thing's fake, because it blends together with this. That A's looking very clear. It's getting clearer. And I know that's the material they use, because I see it everywhere. That's the real A. It's like metal. It's like a red metal. This lady, they must use her. So look at it, you guys. You feel like you're looking up or you're looking down into something, or you can't tell yet. I feel like I'm looking down into something, but the A's up top. So the A's up top, but it goes down. I still feel like a dizziness, like and this is what I do over here. Well, this to me is what's gonna help. I don't know. I'm not a drama person, you know. I never have been. I'm not like a girly girl at all. I never have been, never was, and never will be. Not one who like does lunches and chit chats like that. I just hate it. I always stayed away from drama. I just don't do it well. Makes my stomach hurt. All right. Look at how it goes away. Okay. It's a dog there. Dogs in the middle of everything. I personally think that they kill dogs. So I think they sacrifice a lot of dogs, and disgusting. But I will fight for the humans just like I do with the dogs. But it's gotta start somewhere. See how it's getting light and then it gets dark again. Oh my God, you guys, it's gonna be another late night. It's so funny. The only reason I'm able to do this like this late at night right now is because I'm not negative yet with COVID, and my husband doesn't yet. So he's trying to get sleep because I'm not sleeping. Let's see. We want to see answers. That's what we want. I just want a location. I want to have an address pop up. 110 Ben Hill Road. We need an address to pop up. I loved how those critters yesterday. I mean, obviously it's for bad things, but the fact that oh, now I'm starting to see the clear stuff. See how it's all red, but there's the clear gooky. That clear gook has to clear up. This usually takes a while, but the dark red goes to that first. But just by the sake of being able to find that and follow that little critter. Not to say it's going to fucking make a difference or solve the case, but it will one day somewhere play a part, and I don't think anyone else, there's no way anyone else is going to find that critter. There's no way. There's no way, because it's too random. It's way too random. Give us some information and give us some closure on Summer. Like we did, any of these kids, Harmony, any of them. Just takes one. And it's interesting. She has that from Polk County. That is Minnesota. That could be Minnesota. Which could, I mean, well, I sent in the number that was on that thing. So see how what the difference is now, how it's changing. Which is great. We want it to keep changing because we want to see an answer. We want to see something that looks real and not all fucking messed up like this. Let's not fire anymore. All right, let me see. Because right now, This doesn't give any, to me, any clear information. Ooh. Boom. I think those are the dog's eyes. Let's get off the dog. It's making me. All right, it's clearing up a bit. I know it takes a while, but I know that there's answers somewhere in here. Is this the Wells? Is this the Wells property? Where are we now? It's totally changed location. It's totally changed location. I think we're by a body of water under the bridge, you guys. So all the way to the right, is that wood thing that I see bodies being pushed on the water, and it's all the way over there. This is see, when you keep pushing and pushing it opens up. It opens up more of reality. It takes a while. Bring us back to the tunnel. That's what I would like. Okie dokie. The fire's going away. Is this a body of water? Oh, come on, give us an answer, man. Why does it keep going to that dog? Is that Summer's dog? Wait a minute, you guys. Is that Yucky? Yucky? I have to plug in my computer. It's about to die. Wait. You know, I never thought about it. I think that's Summer's dog. Okay, I'm opening chat. Who thinks this is Summer's dog? This is Yucky. Oh my God, you guys, this That's his face. You know, I didn't even think. I'm like, what's with this freaking dog? Maybe I need to have the darkness get cleared up behind the dog. It keeps going back to the dog. Freaking never thought about that. Okay. I'm gonna find a picture of the dog while it sits here. I have one. Um, because I have it under Summer right here, and she's sitting because she's on the bed. She's on the bed with the dog. I know I have that picture. I might have it under symbols actually. I'm looking for it right now. Oh, I know that's the dog, you guys. I didn't even think about it before. You could tell by his eyeball. That one eyeball always looks like that, like had color discoloration around it. All right. Nope. Hundreds of pictures. I may have put under symbols. Wait. I'm going to keep looking under her name. I have like more pictures of her than I do my own children. Looking. It's the one where she's like laying. Yeah, those Barbie dolls, I'm telling you. Mm-mm-mm. She's got a thing with dolls, man. Dolls with these kids. It's sick. All right, here's one picture. Here's the picture I'm looking for. Oh my fucking God, you guys. Oh my God. It's the dog. This is her dog. What the fuck is this lady doing with the dog? I knew it because I could tell. I know dogs. I mean, my daughter's a vet. I have like freaking 10 dogs. Oh my, no. This is the dog. This is the dog. Not that one. Forget the white on the eye. There's another dog's paw over there. There are two of them? Yeah, there's a couple of them. There's one that's like this. That's the breed of dog. That's the dog. I'm sorry, but it is. Even this one though has black around its eye. This one is white. It's the same breed. It's the same breed. It's different. Let me see if we get a closer picture of the dog and see if it changes its colors. Yeah, see there, it's got a black eye. See? Because you have to understand, they change things. Oh, like now something's hiding behind the wood. That's the same breed, but we'll wait to see if we see another dog because they change it. See, like this one has, and obviously we can't tell if it's the same markings, but same breed, different markings. Hmm. Definitely likes to go back to it. Definitely a part of this thing. Like it's a major part of this. It keeps wanting to go back to it. Huh. All right, let's see what happens with this. Okay, I see a person's head in there. I'm sticking with this dog. Do you guys see, like, it looks like it's in the water? Look in the water. Look in the water next to the dog's nose, tip of the nose. This would only make sense if this is her dog, but this looks like it's going into a body of water now. The truth will come through. It's going to keep changing. I keep doing this. See, it's like right in there. It's gotta be. It's gotta be her dog. Why would it be keep going back? It's a muffin under the mouth. Oh my God! What the fuck was that? Oh my God! This is crazy. So I know that this makes sense to me, believe it or not, because I have so many photos of literally with masks on like this, one holding the other body. Like someone's always holding the other. I mean, so this makes sense to me, as crazy as this looks to you guys. Um, I've seen it before, but not in a tree. Oh my goodness, we're getting close. We are getting close. What if she's in that tree? Maybe, I keep thinking that they putting things in tree trunks. This is like one of the last frames, and it's like that tree trunk with the freaking face in there. Sounds so weird, but look. Like that's like the last, that's the very last frame. A face in a tree trunk. Face in a tree trunk. They can't. It's like going to a movie and having a horrible ending. It reminds me of. You guys ever see the movie Boxing Helena? If you never, it's very disturbing. Like he boxes Helena, like literally cuts off her arms and legs off and puts her torso in a box. It's very disturbing, but it's a movie. What time is it? 12 o'clock. There is a lot of truth to this. That's our A. Oh my God, there's the dog. Look at all those crazy things in there. It's just no wonder I was seeing things. I'm going to go back over here and why would it say Polk County? Like to me that's just so symbolic of there's so many kids. Okay, see that bright light? That's like what we saw in the photo that she put out saying it's Rosemary Lie. That's what's in her neck. That kind of a ball of fire. Now it's here. There's a lot of information. I'm going to give this, I don't know, 10 more minutes doing this. This is the craziest. But doesn't do me any good. Yeah, they're doing this shit, but it doesn't give me any answers. Like, obviously, something bad's going on here. Really bad. Now it doesn't look. Now it looks like a doll, like a one of them people that they put freaking masks on their faces. That's what they do. I want to know where this is. Wow. Someone who's in a naturalist would recognize the trees. What the hell? Like, what's the point of that? This takes so much time. Okay, so here is what the blue's covering up. You can see the white underneath it. Now this to me is what this to me makes more sense. What's coming through is that ground. It's like the ground with the holes in it. Then all this nonsense. This is a lot of nonsense. It's what I mean by nonsense. It's a lot of cover up. It's a lot of fake. It's a lot of deep fake over what's going on. The only thing that makes sense to me right here are those things on the ground that look like you could lift them up and go into them. That's the only thing here that that I feel a familiar thing. It's like those, if you look on the ground. You could see. I think that that's something that you lift up and go under into the ground. See? See how now it's showing up under the under there. Jesus. Hmm. That's, you have to like sort of like, all we need is just a real photo, like that makes sense, not like seeing all this shit. My God. Huh. You know what's so funny is what's under here tells the most story, right? Like what's under this scab. What's under this scab is the underground. Hmm. Maybe you're supposed to follow that, like the scabs. All right, running through it one more time and then I'm done. The fuck? That makes more sense to me too. Because okay, so there's something in her mouth, and that's just what that's, but it doesn't give us any information. Like, this is, again, just so much movie scene. See, the more you play with it, when you go back to the beginning, how much worse it gets. Like what's going on her day in the park. Ain't no day in the park anymore. So what I'm doing here, just one more time through, for tonight, is looking for anything that's clear. Like we have a picture of that very clear picture of whoever that lady is sitting on the hammock. Like that was that's like so far to me one of the only very clear photos, you know? And those are the things that I look for. Not, not the stuff in between, not that. She talks about Rosemary Blythe so much that I wonder, just wonder. I went through a lot of her videos. I have a lot of them, and this isn't the only one like this. Every one of them is like this, you guys. Every one of them. So it's not just this video that's like this. All of her videos are. Every one of them is crazy shit like this. If you would just play it slow, not even play it slow, just keep your finger down and just play it. Just hold your finger down and play it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's so much going on. Like this, and there's no way that that lady's voice that's on there is making these. She just must be a platform for them or something. I mean, I'm not putting guilt on her whatsoever, because I can't, because maybe they just use her platform. Because this is pretty intense. This is intense editing. I mean, it's that significantly changed to what I want to see. So this here, what we're looking at, is more of reality to me, because there's the A-frame and there's the house that I see on top of the tunnel. Um, this is the shape of the house that I see, that I just saw in Harmony's video and in Summer's video. Like, this to me is more, when you keep playing it and you go underneath the layers, this to me is more of what I see in all the other videos right here, because there's the A-frame. There's the A-frame. And there's like those beds, and they're not blue, they're white. They're white. See how drastically that does that? It makes your fucking head spin. But this to me is more of reality. See? See, now all of a sudden we're in this thing instead of out here. See? That's what they do. They do these deep fakes, and that's what happens. But the patience of trying to get through to it takes a few hours. It literally takes a few hours to get to the true layer, unless you know how to do it or have the right video to watch. All right, going towards the end. I always think they're getting like electric shocks. Hmm. All of her videos are like this. I think I still believe that is a track. That's a track that brings them up and down and around. That's what I feel my body doing. It's moving, it moves. It's a track that moves just like that. A lot of this is smoke and mirrors. A lot of this shit is smoke and mirrors. Literally. It's very, very well covered up. And I'm sticking to my I am sticking to my elements and where I think this is. I am. It's a lot of this is smoke and mirrors. A lot of it is just a sliver of truth in here. And they do mess up once in a while, and you see something that's of major importance. And that's what I look for. I don't look at these to see the drama of it. I mean, because they do a lot of killings. They do a lot, you guys. There's a lot of killings. Like this is the one photo that's very real. It's very real. Like, who's that? This is not that lady. I mean, seriously. What if Rosemary Bly is being held captive like that? We don't know. But that's someone who's that's a real picture that they're using of someone's face. And very like looks like death. Like it keeps going back to that. It's just so strange. What the fuck is hanging from the dog's ass? Look at that. I've never seen such crazy stuff. I'm sorry. Trying to find a... Huh. See, there's one of my elements. All the way in the back there. See, all the other stuff to me around it is smoke and mirrors. But right in the middle there is an element. But still doesn't tell me where or what this is. Doesn't help me. There's something with trying to get in between, like something is, we're supposed to stay by like the, now she doesn't have anything on her neck. Maybe I'm supposed to stay by the, like in there. Maybe that's like a focal point or something. I mean, look in there. Look, you see like a whole different picture it's in the skin. Oh my God, it's so much craziness. All right, I'm almost done here. I'm just going to the end. You guys, you should check out. Don't just, all you got to do is take your play her video, take your phone, play her video in half speed. Video see there, see like a ride. This is what I see. That's more on a this here to me is what I see in other all over, like a track, and then those heads sticking up. Literally, that's what I see everywhere. But it still is not giving me a location. Play her videos at half speed while you're video recording it. Like video record it with your phone. And then download it on your computer and just play it slow. Like this. With your finger, hold your finger down on the, oh, there we go. Hold your finger down on the cursor. So what's in the blackness here, again, I've been to this one before, is really the truth. It's whoever's in those white things. I am sticking with, oh, yeah, on a hill. I am sticking with my locations. What bothers me is this Polk, that Polk County thing. It's so obvious, and it's got the paint bucket. Like, it's almost like in that let's do this. And it's that's the orange instead of red. It's just like rubbing it in our faces. Like we're just. They must think that the authorities are so dumb. I'm sorry, but they must. And usually what I would do is usually like play around with that smoke. But I'm do that tomorrow. See, there's so much information. Almost through the end. I hope that the authorities really start looking at this stuff from a drone's point of view. I seriously think that's her dog. Why else would it keep showing up here? Like literally, it's in the whole entire. It's like everything is in the dog. Like I almost have to focus in on all those frames in there. There's tons of frames in the dog's photo. That's what I would do tomorrow. Is just stick to the dog's frames. There's a lot of them in there. Like there's a lot in there. See, you can tell when it does that. And then it ends with the face in a tree trunk. Fuck. And that tree is not in Tennessee, that's for sure. But that's smoke and mirrors. I mean, I don't know what the hell that is. They make everything really little. All right, guys. It's an addiction because I want an answer. That's why I want a fucking answer. We all do. Not about me. We all do. All right. Well, I think I gave some really good information tonight. And review it. Send whatever you bother the TBI. See this kind of mesh type of a thing? I always wait till that gets removed. This is also a big one. This goes right back to the trees in Tennessee, right back to the water areas. That's just, it's just what I keep seeing. Floating rivers, floating away. That's what I keep seeing in my, or if it's not seeing, feeling that's of just peacefully like floating. Like I could almost feel the bodies being pushed forward and letting them, like something going in peace, like peaceful. Even though this isn't peaceful, I'm not saying that this is anything but peaceful, but whoever is doing it, their bodies feel a sense of their bodies are feeling a sense of peace. You know, not the person that's being pushed. The people that are doing it are feeling a sense of peace. All right. Thank you all. It's very late. Have a good one and go to sleep. Thank you guys so much for watching. And bless you all, seriously. Blessings to everyone. Keep healthy, keep safe, and go to bed. Talk to you all tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow. We'll see. I probably will be on, but all right. Good night, everyone. I'm going to sleep.